Thanks for sticking with us here on Adelante Chicago. Well, she doesn't fight crime, but she fights injustices. She has become a national phenomenon of sorts. We're talking about the superhero now known as La Borinqueña. The National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture is kicking off Women's History Month with the exhibit Arte de la Borinqueña. And here to tell us more about it and about the superhero in the exhibit is Veronica Ocasio, Director of Education and Programming at the museum, along with the one and only La Borinqueña, Bailey Allen. Hello to both of you.
Hello. Thank you so much for having us on.
Of course. It's always nice to have you on. Let's talk about this. What a great way to kick off Women's History Month, right? And
Yes.
I'm sure it's getting rave reviews, the exhibit.
Absolutely, especially from our young people in the community. It's been exciting to see their reaction to meeting Bailey and seeing the exhibit. It's been everything.
All right, so I feel like we have to back up and explain who Bailey is, what she represents. So explain to folks, Bailey, who you are and why you're dressed like a superhero.
My name's Bailey. I am a 15-year-old high school student, and I was asked by the museum to play La Borinqueña. She's a Puerto Rican superhero. She's one of, if not the only, Boricua female superheroes. And I think she really represents strength, and she also just, she gives a sort of diversity to the cast of superheroes.
I love it. One of few Latino superheroes or Latina superheroes. So what you've been doing is sort of going around to different areas and explaining to folks what this represents and why it's so important. So give me the 30-second pitch on what it means to be La Borinqueña.
It means to have young women like Bailey see themselves, right, reflected in normally institutions and in spaces that they normally would not be reflected. So it's powerful in itself. And so her real superhero power is being Puerto Rican, and that sense of pride in learning who you are, your culture, that you have a community around you, that you're resilient. And so that's what she represents. And so when people come to see, we hope they walk away saying, I too can be La Borinqueña. I am resilient. I come from a strong, powerful Puerto Rican community, and I'm going to give back. And that's what Bailey's doing. She's giving back. She volunteered to take on this role, which is hard at 15. So I commend her. I'm so proud of her. I don't know, I could have done it.
I think a lot of people are proud of her.
Yes.
And so now what you do is you've been going around to schools, right? Or different events.
Goal,
is that the goal? What has the reaction been from, like, let's say little kids who see you dressed up as La Borinqueña? What do they tell you?
They get really excited. They don't really see me as a character or as somebody playing a character. They see me as the character. So they ask questions like, oh, where are your superhero friends? Or do you use your powers every day? Stuff like that. It's just really funny and nice to see them like with the sense of their childhood. They don't see the difference between me as a person and me.
The pressure is on, right? You have to deliver. The pressure is on. And so you were actually awarded a scholarship as well.
I was. I was actually really surprised. I didn't know that I was going to get this scholarship, but I think it'll help a lot.
Of course it will. Yeah, it always does. All right. So this is part of a bigger effort and an exhibit that you've put on. So tell me about that exhibit.
The exhibit Arte de la Borinqueña really represents the vision of Edgardo Miranda Rodriguez. Now, you would think, oh, a Puerto Rican male, why wouldn't he do a male
superhero?
Superhero. That's naturally how it is. But for him, he did it because he wanted to honor the women in his life, the women who raised him, the women who've mentored him. He's like, and why not Latina, Boricua? And then he added the exclamation point by making an Afro-Boricua. That's normally underrepresented, especially when you're looking at comic books. And he's like, I wanted young people to be able to see themselves and say, hey, I have the possibility of dreaming big and doing big things. So what they'll see are his sketches, his original sketches. They'll see his prototype action figures that are going to be coming out in the future. So it's really beautiful to see his concept unfold before your eyes.
Okay, and I think we've got some of this video that's at the exhibit, right? So this is part of the sketches that you will see when you're out there. What I think is so cool about the museum is that you're always sort of engaging the public. You're always coming up with new ideas to really showcase the talent that there is in Puerto Rico. So this is one of many things that you put together there. Tell me about some of the others.
We have the bomba exhibit, which is a form of music, traditional bomba, inspired by our African roots. And so that's called Resistencia y Libertad, and it's really about the attire of bomba. So that's beautiful. So they're all linking together. Then we have Taino Vive, talking about our indigenous roots, that the Taino still lives in us as long as we claim that identity. And we've partnered with the Field Museum, the Smithsonian, and the Taino Concilio in Puerto Rico. Most importantly, we're free. We're free. We're always free.
Free to the public.
Free to the public.
Anybody can come.
Yes. And then in our main gallery, we have Tufino celebrating 100 years of his legacy. He was a famous printmaker. And so they'll be able to see his original prints and learn more about his life and what he's given back.
Yeah, you have so much going on, so much going on. The other interesting thing about this particular exhibit is that it brings into, it showcases really the need for more information about environmental issues in Puerto Rico, economic needs. So talk to me about some of the other things that this exhibit is able to showcase or highlight.
Well, Marisor's character, she's I think a junior in college, and she's studying environmental sciences. So that's where it all spurs from. And it was his vision, Edgardo's vision, to really bring awareness to all the issues, equity issues happening and social justice issues happening, and how we could address it, and to do it in a way that most people would be able to comprehend from 5, whoever, as soon as you start reading to 99, like, oh wow, I didn't realize that the economic issues in Puerto Rico are still so dire, that there's still rolling power outages, that there's food insecurity in Puerto Rico. And so what she does is her characters brings this to light and addresses them and tells us like how we could all get involved. So it's a beautiful way to really harness our powers as a community.
Yeah, a beautiful way and a fun way to do it, right? It makes
Absolutely.
people, brings a smile to people's faces. Okay, so this is going to be going on until when?
October.
October.
So the end of October.
So people have plenty of time to see it, and again, it is free to the public.
Free to the public, and we have some comic books for sale, T-shirts, some fun stuff that people could really enjoy.
And there's the information up on the screen. And then aside from that, I've got to tell you, how do you outdo what happened this last year with Ricky Martin coming to the museum, right?
That's
and being,
secret. You just gotta
being the award recipient, right?
Yes.
But that's also coming up, something that's coming up for you guys.
Yes, and that's what keeps our
Yeah.
museum free, is the gala. So
Okay.
we're very excited about that.
Sounds good, Veronica Ocasio. Thank you so much.
Lourdes.
Bailey, you're doing it. You're doing it. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, La Borinqueña there for you.